Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we untangle the complex world of business reports and uncover the real stories behind the numbers. Today, we're diving into uniQure's, their latest filing, and it looks like they've secured some significant new funding that could really shape their future. Alright, let us get straight to the crux of this report. uniQure's, a company focused on genetic therapies, has entered into an important amendment to their existing loan agreement with Hercules Capital. This isn't just a minor tweak, it's a substantial financial move. Now, uniQure is a company that's been working on developing treatments for rare diseases using gene therapy. Think of it like delivering a healthy gene to replace a faulty one, a really cutting-edge area of medicine, but one that requires a lot of cash to develop and bring to market. The big news here is that on the 22nd of September of 2025, uniQure's and some of its related companies signed Amendment Number 3 to a prior loan agreement. This agreement, which was originally made back in December of 2021 and has been changed a couple of times since then, by the way, is with Hercules Capital Incorporated. Hercules Capital is a financial institution that specializes in lending to technology and life sciences companies, so it makes sense they would be involved with a company like uniQure. So what's this amendment actually doing? Well, Hercules has agreed to provide additional loans up to a total of $175 million. This new money, called the 2025 term loan, is primarily to refinance their existing loans and also to fund their general business operations and working capital. That means day-to-day expenses and development costs. Right away, they've drawn down $50 million from this new loan to pay off some of their existing debt. This is typical when you restructure loans to maybe get better terms or more flexibility. But the really interesting part is how they can get the rest of the money. For instance, they can get another $100 million, but only if they hit a specific target known as the Tranche 2 milestone. This milestone involves raising more than $150 million before March of 2027. Additionally, they need to get approval for their biologics license application for a treatment called AMT-130 before June of 2027. This is a clear example of lenders tying their money directly to the company's success in getting its key drug approved. Then to raise another $25 million available, which they can get in one go, but it needs approval from the Hercules Investment Committee. This suggests a bit more caution or a specific evaluation for that portion of the loan. Now let's talk about the cost of this money. The interest rate on these new loans will be at least 9.45%, or it could be higher if the prime interest rate plus 2.45% is more. High interest rates are something to watch, especially for companies that might need to borrow more in the future. The whole loan, including all the interest, is due on the 1st of October 2030. That gives them quite a bit of time to get their therapies to market and generate revenue. The loan also has terms about when they need to start paying back parts of it, called amortization. It's set to begin in October of 2028 and potentially in October of 2029 if they meet that Tranche 2 milestone we talked about. Interestingly, they won't have to make these amortization payments if they meet or do better than certain revenue targets for AMT-130 before the end of 28. This is another way their repayment schedule is tied to their commercial success. And if uniQure decides to pay back some or all of the loan early, there are prepayment charges. If they pay it back within the first 30 months, it's a 1.50% charge. And after that, it drops to 0.75%. This is fairly standard to compensate the lender for the lost interest income. This new loan agreement also falls under item 2.03 of their filings, which is about creating new financial obligations. Essentially, this amendment creates a significant new debt for the company. And finally, under item 9.01, they've listed the exhibits which include the full text of this amendment as exhibit 10.1, and a bit of a privacy notice that some of this exhibit's content has been omitted. This omission is common for exhibits filed with the SEC. It often means that commercially sensitive or proprietary information has been removed to protect the company's business interests. For us, it means we don't see every single detail of the deal, but we get the main picture. The report is signed by Jeanette Potts, the Chief Legal and Compliance Officer. This indicates the seriousness and formal execution of this financial agreement. Now, looking at uniQure's with this new funding in place, it's a pretty big deal. Securing $175 million, especially in a sector like gene therapy, which is incredibly capital intensive, is a very positive sign. It shows confidence from lenders like Hercules Capital in uniQure's technology and its potential to bring valuable treatments to market. The structure of the loan with those performance-based milestones for accessing further tranches is a smart move by Hercules. It mitigates their risk while incentivizing uniQure to perform. For uniQure, this provides them with critical runway to continue their research and development, particularly for their lead candidate AMT-130, and to navigate the complex regulatory approval process. The key challenge for uniQure, as with many biotech companies, will be successfully translating these scientific breakthroughs into approved and commercially viable therapies. Failing to meet those milestones, especially the funding-related ones, could put them in a tight spot. However, the fact that they are able to secure this level of debt financing with these terms suggests that the market sees a viable path forward for their gene therapy approach. It's a significant step towards achieving their long-term goals of treating rare diseases. The company's direction seems focused on innovation, but the execution in bringing these complex therapies to patients and generating sustainable revenue will be the ultimate test. So what's your take on this new loan arrangement for uniQure NV? Does this funding injection give you confidence in their future? Or are the repayment terms a cause for concern? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more insights into the companies shaping our world. And don't forget to join our Discord community, linked in the description for more discussions and to connect with fellow financial enthusiasts. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.